From the tiniest microbes to insects, mammals, and humans, every living thing follows the same rule. You're born, you grow, you age, and eventually, you die. That's the rhythm written into the biology of Earth. A rhythm no creature escapes. Or so we thought. Because deep beneath the waves, lurking in rock crevices and coral shadows, lives an animal that does not simply age. It dismantles itself, breaks its own body apart, and dies in one of nature's most brutal, most horrifying ways. This isn't a story about predators or parasites. No shark is involved, no giant squid, no monstrous deep-sea creature. It's just the common octopus. Octopuses break biology's rules, not by living forever like lobsters, but by dying in a way that doesn't even look like nature. Their death isn't slow. It isn't gentle. It isn't peaceful. Octopus death is programmed. A biological fuse lit the moment they create life. Some animals grow old, some get sick, some simply run out of time. Octopuses don't get the luxury of time. Their clock doesn't tick. It explodes. Let's start with the male, because he has it worse than you think. A male octopus lives a life of intelligence, creativity, and unbelievable awareness. He can solve puzzles, open jars, use tools. But all that brilliance collapses the moment he mates. It starts with a small change. His skin loses pattern control. Colors flicker uncontrollably. He becomes disoriented. Within days, his motor coordination breaks. Tentacles tangle, movements slow. He stops hunting. And then, something even stranger happens. He begins drifting, right out in the open, into predators, into danger, into places no healthy octopus would ever go. His mind collapses, his body follows, and within weeks, he dies. But the female's story, it's far, far darker. The moment a female octopus lays her eggs, her fate is sealed. She stops hunting, stops eating, stops moving more than a few centimeters. For months, she guards her eggs with a devotion you almost can't call natural. She cleans them, watches them, protects them, never leaving, not even once. But while she protects her future children, her body begins to betray her. Her muscles shrink, her skin decays, her eyes cloud over until she can barely see. And in the final weeks, she begins eating her own arms. Not because she wants to, not because she chooses to, but because her brain is shutting down. Piece by piece, her body is destroying itself to guarantee her eggs survive. Why would evolution create something so cruel, so brutal, so biologically extreme? The answer lies in one tiny organ, the optic gland. Once an octopus mates, this gland releases a chemical cocktail that forces the body into rapid, unstoppable self-destruction. It shuts down appetite, breaks down tissues, destroys immune function, accelerates aging. The octopus isn't just dying, it's being killed by its own biology. Here's the terrifying part. When scientists removed the optic gland, the female stopped dying. She healed, started eating, regained color, acted normal again. This proved that the death of an octopus is not accidental, not a side effect. It is programmed, a mandatory biological sacrifice. Because octopuses are cannibals, extreme cannibals. If a mother survived after her eggs hatched, she might eat her own young. Not out of malice, but instinct. So nature created a rule. Life for the babies means death for the mother. Her self-destruction is the only reason her offspring survive. Her pain creates their future. As the eggs begin to hatch, hundreds of tiny octopuses swim into the current with no mother, no protection, no guidance. Behind them lies their creator, colorless, motionless, already dissolving into the ocean floor. Her last purpose completed. In a world full of violent predators, deadly parasites, and ancient monsters of the deep, you'd think the scariest deaths come from outside forces. But the octopus proves that sometimes the most brutal killer is nature itself. A creature intelligent enough to open jars, use tools, escape tanks, is doomed the moment it chooses to create life. There is beauty in that sacrifice, and tragedy, and a reminder that the ocean hides stories far darker than anything on land. This is the insanely brutal way octopuses die after mating.